Okay, so now I'm going to explain the list of commands and programs used in our project. And first of all, we have AirTrackNG. It is a program for uh, Kali Linux, and what it does is it monitors all the networks nearby. It can sniff packets. It can also crack passwords of WEP network or WPA or WPA2 protected networks. And here we have an example of AirCrackNG, and we'll have a look at it after we go through these three commands of AirCrackNG. First of all, we have AirmonNG. It is a simple command. It lists all the wireless interfaces connected to your system, um, and it will display some information about it, like if it's in monitor mode or what kind of wireless adapter interface is connected to your system, some information about it. And then we have Aerodump NG. It is used to monitor networks, and it can also sniff packets as well. So here we have Aerodump NG, it's a simple command. Aerodump NG BSSID, which is basically nothing but the MAC address of your wireless adapter. You write dash dash BSSID, and then you give in place of this you give it the MAC address, and then you give dash dash channel, and then you write the channel number in place of this. And if you want to sniff packets and write information on those, you want to save the information in some file, you can do is dash write, and then you can give the name of the file, whatever you want to name, and then finally, you give the name of your wireless adapter. For example, it could be WLAN 0. It was like it was in my case, and it could also be MON 0. And depends. You can check it from this command, your MONNG, or you can use the command uh, iwconfig or ifconfig. And then we have airplay ng. Basically this command is used to do attacks, like we saw. We can also do fake authentication and de-authentication attack. Let's have a look. I have an example of de-authentication attack. Airplay ng is a simple command. Airplay ng dash dash we write de-auth, and then we give it duration for how long you want to de-authenticate uh, a certain client. For example, for example, I have my mobile connected to a network. What I will do is I will send this attack, and what it will do is it will de-authenticate my device, and it will make it unusable. Uh, it will make it it will disable the user to connect to the network for however long you want. You can give the duration over here, and the user can will not be able to connect to the network. And simple command ng dash dash deauth, we give duration for how long you want to de-authenticate certain uh, user. You write -a, then you give it the name of your wireless adapter, and then you give it -c and the target network MAC address. Basically, the MAC address of the MAC address of the client. Give it over here, and you can find the MAC address of a certain client using aerodump ng command. And it is simple. You can just copy from there, and then you can paste it over here. And finally, you have to give the name of your wireless adapter. It could be WLAN 0, it could be MON 0. And let's have a look at the AirTrackNG command. For example, if you want to track a WEP, uh, WEP password or WPA2 password, I have written example of WPA2 password tracking. And what we do is a crack ng. We give the name of the packet file, just like stored, we wrote the file over here using the AWM. We can use that file. We can write it over here. Name of the file and dot its extension, which is basically you have to use dot cap file, dot cap file, and then you write minus w, and basically this is the word list file, which consists of list of possible combinations of passwords that you can try on this packet file. What it will do is, because packet files contains password, and what it will do is it will you try all the passwords, and it will try it against this packet file, and if any password is correct, it will tell you which one is correct, and it will give you the password. And then we have a Wireshark program. It is it, it what it does is it uh, it makes any packet it's sniff, and it makes it useful to read, and we can get some information, and it basically produces a number of different files, and you can use, for example, there could be a .txt file of the packet, there could be a .cap file like we use, and basically what it does, it uh, takes the information of the packets and creates different files that are readable. And then we have Reaver. Reaver is also simple, and what it does is it takes it is used to crack 8-pin WPS password, and if WPS is enabled, and so it can be used to crack that 8-pin password, and you can just simply write that 8-pin password in place of your WPA or WPA2 password, and it will connect. And the command is simple: reaver.bssid, the name of the wireless adapter, your wireless adapter, and then you give dash dash channel number, the channel number of the network, and dash dash interface, the interface you are using. It could be WLAN 0 or MON 0. In this case, you also have to write this for this program. You have to also write dash dash interface, then you write the name of your interface. And this minus VVV is what it does is it displays some extra information, more information while this command is running. And then we have crunch. It is a very useful command. It is used to generate a word list of passwords. You can use a lot of you can check its manual, and you can see a lot of different options you can use to generate different combinations, and um, it is a very useful command and very powerful. You can create a word list of password, and let's have let's see an example over here. uh, the command is simple: crunch, then you give it the minimum number of set of characters you want. It could be 6, 8, 10, anything, uh, and then you can write number of maximum characters you want to generate. So it will start generating, for example, 6. You're given 6 minimum characters. It will start generating 6 character passwords, and it will start into 7 and up till 8. And then you can write the list of characters you want to include. Like you can give it A, A, B, C, or A, F, G, and you can give it 2, 3, 7. It will basically create combinations of those numbers and letters, and it will, and then you have to write minus o, and then you give the name of the file. You can give any name, and then it will store. all the passwords, list of password in this file, and then you have to write dot extension, which is basically text txt, and it will generate a list of passwords. You can also use a lot of other things like minus p and minus p with this, or you can check the manual and you can create different combinations. And yes, that's it. Thank you.